How to optimize Roblox terrain for mobile performance. If you are creating a game on Roblox and want to ensure it runs smoothly on mobile devices, you might be wondering how to optimize your terrain. Mobile devices often have less processing power than computers, so making smart choices in your terrain design is essential. Let's break down some effective strategies to help you achieve this. First, simplifying terrain geometry is key. Roblox uses voxels, which are three-dimensional pixels that shape your terrain. When you create highly detailed terrain, it can generate many triangles and draw calls, which can slow down performance on mobile. Focus on sculpting only the necessary areas, like hills or valleys, and keep large flat areas simple. This will help reduce the number of triangles that need to be rendered. Next, consider hollowing out terrain where possible. If you have large solid volumes that players cannot see or interact with, like caves, use the Terrain Editor's Subtract tool to remove unnecessary internal terrain. This reduces memory usage and can improve frame rates by lowering the voxel count. It is also important to limit the total number of voxels. Aim to keep your voxel count below 100 million for better performance on mobile devices. Too many voxels can increase memory usage and lower frames per second. In addition to terrain voxels, the number of parts and mesh parts in your game can affect performance. Try to keep your part count around 75,000 or fewer to maintain smooth gameplay on mobile devices. Another factor to consider is transparency and complex materials. Transparent objects can cause lag, especially if they are used in large quantities. For example, many toolbox trees have transparent leaves, which can be resource-heavy. Instead, opt for surface appearances that use minimal transparency and textures to give the illusion of detail without the heavy rendering costs. Managing shadows and lighting is also crucial. Shadows and certain lighting effects can slow down mobile performance. Disable or minimize shadow casting on small or unnecessary parts. Avoid using future local lights with shadows enabled, as they can be performance-intensive on mobile devices. Implementing streaming and level of detail systems can further improve performance. Streaming allows you to load only nearby terrain and objects, which reduces the rendering load. Create custom level of detail systems that simplify distant terrain or models by lowering polygon counts or switching to simpler versions. Lastly, be cautious with water usage. Regular water in large quantities can be laggy on mobile. If your game requires large bodies of water, consider using infinite water or carefully optimized water effects. When using the Terrain Editor, remember to hollow out terrain beneath the surface, sculpt only essential features, and replace transparent foliage with textured surfaces. Disable shadows on small parts and test your game frequently on mobile devices to monitor frames per second and memory usage. Utilize Roblox's built-in performance stats to track draw calls, part counts, and memory consumption. By following these steps, you can create visually appealing terrain that runs smoothly on mobile devices, making your game enjoyable for both new and experienced Roblox developers.